And the funeral service of ANC Youth League member Disebo Mosupa, whose body was exhumed from a used grave at the Welkom Cemetery, is, of course, that's taking place there. The two men charged with the murder and disappearance of Mosupa have abandoned their bail application in the Welkom Magistrate's Court. 42-year-old Andile Siyoko and 37-year-old Lawrence Ncanca briefly appeared in court on Tuesday. Siyoko, who was Mosupa's boyfriend, was arrested on Monday, while Ncanca was arrested last Friday. Mosupa was reported missing on July the 15th. Her body was buried in a used grave and exhumed by forensic investigators. Let's go live now to SABC News reporter Apulelele Mdlalane, who's got more on more for us on this. Apulelele, very good morning to you. Talk us through what's taking place there.
Good morning to you, Criselda. Mourners have gathered at Meyer Hall here in Welkom. I must indicate that this is a very emotional funeral service, as we heard from speakers after speakers describing the life of Disebo Mosupa, how, of course, she carried herself in the workplace, at church, as well as in the social space. Must indicate that also the MEC for Police, Roads and Transport, your ANC Youth League members have come in their numbers. The government of the Free State have also from day one been supporting their family. But I just want to bring now one of the speakers who is very close to Disebo Mosupa. Thank you so much for your time. You are a friend. You spoke well about Disebo. How are you feeling? How did you feel when, of course, her body was being exhumed, when the perpetrator was arrested until today?
Honestly speaking, I'm still hurt. I'm still hurt by Disebo's death. I have mixed emotions. I have lots of answers, but unfortunately I have no questions. Disebo was very, very close to my heart. She was a friend, she was a sister. We met at church. And then the moment that her mother called me and said to me, I think it was on Monday late, she told me that, where is Disebo? Then I told her that I haven't spoken to her over the weekend. And then I had that fear because I knew the guy is abusive. The guy has been abusive for a while now, but then again, we were minding our own business. We didn't do anything about it. But again, I was very hurt hearing that she's disappeared, and very hurt again when the guy posted on social media saying, Disebo, this is not funny anymore. Come back, please. So the guy he was like helping us, looking for Disebo, while he knows where Disebo was. So our hearts are still hurt by that. Our hearts are still broken by that. And the moment that we heard that Disebo is no more, that's when my world shattered and my heart was shattered. I felt like I have nothing to live for.
How will you remember her?
Yeah, Disebo was a very loving person. She was a very giving person. Disebo was very much into youth, as we all know that she works as a youth development officer at Machabeng. So she was very involved in youth programs, in everything around Machabeng, including youth. So I will remember her as a loving person and as loving her community as much.
Well, this Criselda is her friend, just, of course, describing or just saying her last words to Disebo, how she was. Of course, we've heard from her. I just want to bring now the brother of Disebo Mosupa. Ndade, obviously, you are devastated as a family. I saw you in court with the mother and the father of Disebo Mosupa. Today, you are here. The reality has struck, and your last message for Disebo.
Disebo, my sister, I've run out of words how to express my feelings. I'm truly hurt as a brother to Disebo. Really, even when I went in court, I saw the two monsters, especially your so-called boyfriend, that we thought you guys were going to build future together. We're going to see nice things from you. My sister was still busy with her life, building her life. We lost a soldier. We were really looking up on Disebo because she was a very brave lady, but yet stubborn and secretive. But In short, I'd like to say, my sister, go and rest, rest in peace, even though this is not peace. The hand that did this to you, I hope and pray that he rots in jail. Thank you.
It's been an emotional roller coaster for the family, of course. And you did mention that you were even forced to seek medical attention for the parents. Take us through that.
Yes, my parents were not well. Everything was a mess. Really, everything was not. Even me myself, I thought I was strong, but Tuesday morning, while I was on my way to work, I felt that I'm not okay. I had to go and consult also the doctor, but I had to be strong for the family. I had to be strong. I'm trying. Even now, I'm not okay. But thanks as a whole of Machabeng. Thank you, guys.
Well, this is the brother of Disebo Mosupa, Mpho Mosupa, saying, also indicating that the family has been trying very hard to come to terms with this situation, but saying that is happy with the support that they have received. He has mentioned, of course, that the perpetrators or the accused remain in custody, as we know that they abandoned their bail application. We will go to court next week and try to, of course, hear what now are they saying. I must indicate also, Griselda, that the very first person to be arrested is an accomplice. He confessed during the search party, as we know that the ANC Youth League led the search party, where the community now of Machabeng joined hands together, searching from the mines to the dumping site, until this accomplice came forward and confessed that he had a hand in helping, of course, killing Disebo, and also digging the existing grave, putting Disebo on the existing grave. I was there on the scene when her body was being exhumed. It was 5 days after she disappeared, and now the accomplice was the very first person to be arrested and charged with murder. And later on, the boyfriend was arrested in Bloemfontein and appeared in court on the this week, Monday, and now we are expecting the Gio to appear in court next week. But I must indicate that people are very, very hurt about this agenda, the scourge of gender-based violence that is taking place in the province, that is taking place in Welkom, because just within a space of a month, this is the second woman that has been killed. This is a second gender-based violence case, and also we heard from the Department of Social Development, the MEC Matabo Lieto, saying that something needs to be done. It shouldn't end with the demonstrations when the news is still hitting and when the buzz in social media is there, but they should go back to the drawing board. There should be those communities of men in the forefront in fighting the issue of gender-based violence.
Aphumelele Mdlalane, thank you very much indeed. A family bereaved there, of course, by what has taken place. Thank you very much for sharing that with us, with the family as well. Absolutely devastating.